What a beautiful afternoon here in Germany in fall. It was a warm day, now it's a relatively chill evening. And when looking at the footage that I made today, this lens looked so fine that I had to mount it again and try it out again. This is the Canon 18-55 4-5.6 IS STM. It looked good, it really did, so I'm enjoying the face detect autofocus right now, which I believe kind of works. Actually, kind of works. At least I'm more confident with this than with the Panasonic S1. So, and this is why I mounted this. And I got another lens in my pocket to compare the focal lengths. I will focus this lens to 50mm and we will see if it looks better or less good than the Canon 50mm 1.4. But so far, I'm pretty... But so far, I'm pretty amazed with this lens, actually. It's the typical crapper, it's a typical cheaper kit lens, I think. But at least it has image stabilization and it has the STM motors. The Canon 50mm 1.4 has an USM motor. Well, it's kind of loud and it sounds like an old camera. Of course, this lens is old, normally mounted on my Canon 5D. But why I'm talking so much? So that you can have an impression of what this lens looks like and take your time. As I do when cars are passing by. So, I will use this lens not only to see if it gets me in focus every time. I will now zoom this lens out a little to about, I don't know, does it show anywhere? Let me see. Yes, it does. 50mm. And now we will see if this still functions. I'm not in focus. No, this is bad. See, every time, or am I in focus? See, every time I tell you something good about a lens, I regret it. Because when I want to show you how good a lens is, in these scenarios, they then not function at all. I made a video not long ago where I wanted to show you and present to you how good the tracking mode of the Panasonic S1 actually worked. And it didn't at all. So, might be the case with this lens too. The face recognition. Come on. You see, it's the same problem. It got me, of course it did, get me. But it doesn't focus, right? At least not that good. But I'm still more confident with this than with the Panasonic S1. So let's see if we get some good images with this lens, because it's not always bad. I tried the Nikon 24mm f2.8D, and the look was of course fine, but this was not that much worse. I did not think when I bought this that it would look that good. It's almost like the Sony equivalent, the 18-55 3.5 to 5.6. I like this lens a lot on the A6000, and I got this lens for my Sony NEX 5R, I think. Well, let's zoom it out again to 35. There you go. I don't know what happened. The face recognition is not that fast. But at least it is usable. You know the scale, right? Usable, good, bad. I always say very good, good, bad, usable, unusable. This is my scale. And this is, of course, usable. And I trust it a bit. Or do I? Well, let's change the perspective a bit. The face detect autofocus is not the worst I've seen so far, but it's not the best either. And how could it be with a lens that costs $40? Well, of course it was a little bit more expensive when it was new. But lenses, they don't lose their value, not that much over time. So, but I'm not in focus, am I? I'm not. Is everything set here correctly? Yes, it is. It's another nice one. Look, I mean, can I correct it? No, I can't. Let's give it a little bit more space. Well, in good hopes that I'm in focus right now, I will zoom the lens a little and we will see if it catches onto me or if it won't. I take the ND out. That's disappointing. It might be due to the C-lock profile. It could be, because everything right now is in C-lock. I know. I'm looking above the camera because I mounted an abomination of a monitor on top of it. I think it's all right. I think it guides me, even when I'm here. It should still be able to get me here. So let's switch the perspective and let's also switch the lens. I got in my pocket the 50mm 1.4D lens, and we will see. With this lens, the camera will not give you phase detect autofocus. It only functions with some of the ST lenses for the EFS mount. So EFS with STM. These lenses should function, at least a lot of them. I think there's a list. And I don't think that Canon has officially announced which lenses work and which won't. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's switch. Look at that. No phase detect. But look at the autofocus. It functions. It's all right. I will close down the aperture a bit. Yes, wonderful. f2.8. And I got the ND down to step 2. So this should be all right. And even though this is a USM lens, it functions pretty good. But you have to stay in the middle. If I'm here, it will not focus on my face. I will focus on the background. But if I step back in, it instantly guides me. Look at that. Look at that. Fantastic. Fantastic. This is very good. A little bit closer. Yes, out of the frame. There you have it. There you have it. This is so pleasing. It really is pleasing. It's like a vacation. It's like a vacation when you first used the Panasonic S1 and almost vomited because of the autofocus, even in tracking. And then you use this. That's so calming and pleasing. I really enjoy this. So that was the 50mm focal length too, so we are about 75 right now. 75mm. And it looks good. So now let's check out if there is the possibility for... Nah. We do not have to test out if there is 3D pop on the 18 to 55 or this 50. There should not be. There won't be. It's too good. But it can still look good, you see. Sometimes I even thought I saw something with a Tamron 24 to 70 or with the Sigma 16mm. Well, it could not be in theory if you accept the theory, but sometimes, as I said, it's not about the lens itself, it's not about the sensor itself, it's a combination of everything. And this lens, no, I don't think so. Let's see if we have another perspective to compare the two again. Yeah, let's do that. This is a nice look, isn't it? We're now still on the 50mm f1.4 at 2.8, and I think this looks good. This looks all right. I will step back a little bit more to give the effect a little bit more room to unfold. So now I'm once again dodging down between the old filthy birdhouse that still lies here. Half a year ago I think I restarted this channel. That's when I found it. It's still there. And my, well, out-blossomed rose bushes. You see it. It should look pretty good. We are at f2.8. I think now it's a good time to remount the 18 to 55 at 50mm, and we will see how the look will change and if the autofocus will still be good, because right now, even if I do this, it instantly gets me, and you can film, you can shoot. This is amazing. At least coming from the Panasonic S1. So now, between the birdhouse and the bushes again, but with the 18 to 55, what do you think? For a better comparison to your, to your right side, there is now the image of the 50mm 1.4. Which look do you like better? Which look would you prefer? Let me know in the comments below. And of course it would help me if you like and subscribe. But other than that, what do you think? Now we will see what this lens can do for us film-wise, cinema-wise, aesthetic-wise. Let's do that. Oh, it should be able to focus here too, as the 50 did. But I think this is slower. Yeah, it is slower. Unfortunately, it is slower. I think it would be faster even than the 50 without the face tracking. Yeah, it would be. Let's try that out. So now, there is no face tracking priority. The autofocus might be faster now. Or is it? If it's not, then it is because of the lens. I don't know. But of course, we should not leave without giving it the possibility to show if it can give 3D pop, which it can't. As you can see, it is flat. But this was expected. It might be a cheap lens, but it is still a clinical, a sharp, a good lens. Yes, very good. Let's see how it performs when you're behind the camera. Alright, look at that. Now you're behind the camera and your image is stabilized. The look is pretty nice. Or is it? And the autofocus is decent. Yes. Functions pretty good. Let's see. Look how dark it is. Let's lighten it up a little bit, so no ND anymore. And back. Wonderful. Fast, 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 fast. This works amazing. No matter where you direct your camera to. Look at that. Isn't this nice? What a beautiful evening. It's almost like October or late September. This is what this reminds me of. Ah, look at these two. I got a lot of mushrooms here in my meadow. There's a little one too. Yeah. So, this one was destroyed by my dogs. And this one was destroyed by my dogs. And this was destroyed by autumn. You could even vlog with this camera if you are working at the Oktoberfest carrying beer. Then you would be strong enough to vlog with this camera, I believe. Well, it's not something that I would recommend. Alright, that's it for that video. So we have seen the 50 and the 50 equivalent on the 18 to 55. We've seen some autofocus. Actually, we've seen some autofocus, finally. Let's turn this down a bit. Right. I don't know if this is normal, but my monitor doesn't flip. I enabled mirroring of the monitor, but it still won't flip. Maybe there's something in the hinge or so. But now I see myself standing. My dogs are waiting for food. I will give them food now. So, with this being said, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the autofocus finally. Finally some autofocus with the camera that I bought. I really enjoyed the autofocus. So, one love, like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Stay tuned.